I was going to say, what about the Lycan? But then I realized Geek Fam banned that out early on. Too good of a hero to keep in. I mean, last overall pick Lycan, I feel like you'd be, kicking yourself in most series if you let that through. So going to go for the Morphling.
Okay. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Probably going to see, you would say, Queen of Pain as the 4?
I'd
Raven
imagine
1,
so.
as expected. Mid Necrophos coming through as well. Why, of course, you go the Kraken Shell onto FBZ to make sure that he's able to at least get some experience on this top side.
Oh, White One, he copped another one. He's going to get the auto attacks here from Dreamer Cell, and with the little front forward, Cute's the one that picks that one up. So boom. Get themselves the first blood here up against Geek Fam. Looks like they're looking for Whitemon again. Makoto's just going to start diving the tier 1 tower. The arrow gets pump faked again here from behind. They do throw out the kinetic field to try and stop him out, but it doesn't matter because they've got the Reaper's Scythe. They don't get the Reaper kill, but they get the kill nonetheless.
Night Shadow popped as well, so Zephyr scouted that out. They can make some defensive movements here. Cuckoo, he might be caught out a little bit by this.
Oh, Cuckoo. I thought they knew that the Moonlight Shadow was coming. The Ravage comes down as well. They're going to have the Reaper's Scythe on top. Oh, they dropped everything on him. Alright.
And that was, they've glimpsed back Makoto here. So
FBZ. He's getting caught out here. They do throw the Raw down, but with the Kraken Shell, they're going to be able to get rid of that Shadow Strike. So Hyde does catch out Carl here on the side. Using the Earn down as well. So FBZ quite tanky on the front side here. They're looking for more. The Static Storm Kinetic Field combo doesn't hit straight away. He throws out the Ravage beforehand, but Raven takes him down. It's already using the Strength Morph here onto the Morphling, so he's going to be quite tanky when he gets out of this. He has to turn into the Marauder, turn himself back into the Morphling and jump down the other side. FBZ buys back into this fight, and they want to get the Morphling kill. The big arrow comes down from the Yules and the Reaper Scythe on top. Raven sent to the bin for 80 seconds. Yeah, so Geek Fam now, they do get the smoke up. Cuckoo drops down his Necro Book, so he wants to try and push out this lane. They do realize the Dreamer Cell does not have his Aegis of the Immortals, but he does have a BKB. Oh, that's a lot of damage going in onto the Ursa. Hasn't used his BKB yet. He turns around with his own BKB. Doesn't take that much damage because he has the Enrage up. So no Enrage now, no BKB here for Dreamer Cell. Cuckoo's walking forward. That's a lot of damage. They're coming in again here with the Static Storm Kinetic Field combo, trying to keep Cuckoo alive. They do get the roll down onto Makoto on the front side. He's a quite tanky hero. Finally uses that mech. He has that Halberd as well here. Raven's going to come back in there trying to burst down the Necrophos. Can they get rid of him? They've already taken down Kezcute. Yes, they can. So another one goes down here for the side of Boom. Raven jumping forward there with the leap. And unfortunately, he doesn't connect onto anybody else. So Boom, they lose 2. Going to stick himself on the top side. Again,
nice timing of that. Nice timing with that Fortify by Boom.
FBZ.
He actually clips him out.
Oh, that's a little bit unfortunate there from Whitemon. He's not really having the greatest of Static Storm combos this game, but FBZ walking himself out of that. He still has the Ravage in the back pocket. They've taken out the tier 3. They want to get those melee racks on top as well. Dreamer Cell's walking in with the Abyssal Blade. So that's the first life there for the Ember Spirit. Yeah, well, with this laner racks taken up now here from Boom, means they are able to put a little bit more pressure across the map here onto Geek Fam. Oh, they found out Raven. FBZ pump faked the Ravage, expecting Raven to be faster on the fingers, but fortunately doesn't catch it out. The Usurper comes forward here, out on the Whitemon. They've caught out the Disruptor. The Force Staff comes in from Zephyr. They're keeping him alive for a little bit longer. FBZ pump faking the Ravage again. Another Static Storm Kinetic Field combo from Whitemon misses. That's so unfortunate here for the Disruptor. They come in with FBZ. They do pump fake the Ravage again. He's trying to find a good position to get it done, so they eventually take down the Disruptor. And now with the Sonic Wave down, no Static Storm. All they've got is the Roar here for Geek Fam. There's not really much they can do. They don't have a BKB on Raven. They don't have Static Storm. They don't have Roar. It's just...
They're pinging FBZ. They want to make something happen onto him because they know that that's the thing that could potentially turn the team fight.
He's got no mana. Does use his 21 charge, and Dreamer Cell just jumps back in and takes down Zephyr. This looks like a death by 1,000 cuts here from Boom. They're taking through everything that's coming their way. They're just slowly chipping away at these buildings. They found out Zephyr again. He does use that Remnant to get away from the Yule's arrow combo, but Boom, they're going to be able to clean themselves off. But second lane of racks, they're just going to walk away from this. They're okay with how this is going. And at this time, it just seems like Geek Fam are slowly just going to lose this game.
It's gone because of the mana. This Ursa's just got a Paladin Sword that he can just use to whack up onto a couple of creeps, and he's fine.
Oh, they found an FBZ here. You'll set to a Static Storm Kinetic combo. Doesn't hit anybody again. White one. I feel like that's 0 from 5 right now. And it looks like Dreamer Cell, he's trying to aim for more here for Geek Fam. This looks like it was the last hurrah coming out from Geek Fam. The Raw comes down. Doesn't have the cheese. Does have his Enrage coming in. The Ravage comes forward, but Raven already BKBs that off. The rest of Boom are starting to get themselves in the bash. They've called out Cuckoo. They lose 3 again. And it looks like Boom are going to be able to walk themselves into the rest of these lanes of racks. Oh, no. Carl. He got stuck on the high ground. How does he get stuck on the high ground?
He spider legs himself up there just to try and get the TP off, but the vision and the arrow enough to make sure that he was a non-factor for that team fight.
That is very unfortunate there. The GGs have been called, and that's it. Boom. Are able to take the first game up against GEEK fam here. And that's a good start there for Boom. I don't want to say suspicious. I'm very dubious when I look at people picking PA with not something like a Magnus or basically just a Magnus. I feel like that hero is not standalone, that you have to put a lot of emphasis on empowering that hero, whether it be Bloodlust, Empower.
Great play from Makoto there, being able to pump fake the Boundless Strike, not wanting to get caught out with the... oh, is he diving in onto Carl? He is.
He's going to try and do it with the Primal Spring here. He's got 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stacks, 4. He's looking for the last auto attack, and he gets it done. And Makoto TP out as well. So it looks like GEEK fam, they're starting to fall behind a little bit. They are farming up, but at the same time, they're starting to lose net worth leads here and there. FBZ comes forward with the Raw, comes down. Spirit Vessel on top of the Beastmaster. So no heals for him. They're trying to get the triple Centaur in for the cool triple stomp, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get there in time. Eventually, no. It does lose its life, but Raven making his way over does get himself a kill. Cuckoo's looking for another one here with the X.
Aggressive movements coming out from GEEK fam, and it's going to work this time. They're going to grab both outposts for themselves, so denying some of that valuable experience away from Boom ID.
Oh, FBZ. They found him out again. He bought back for this, so he has to be very, very careful. Whitemon gets pushed himself over to the other side of the crystals. They're turning around onto the board, but with the Moonlight Shadow, they keep FBZ safe for now. Zephyr's on the front line. Have to be careful. They have no Raw. Hyde coming back in. Oh, the ball dodge there. There's a nice little play there from Whitemon. Keeping Zephyr alive for a little bit longer, but oh, he missed his Remnant. Ooh. But he gets it down to the low ground now, so he's baiting a little bit more abilities. Zephyr's going to try and TP away. Do they have ways of stopping the TP? No. Looks like he gets himself away of Makoto inside of his Wukong's command. Dodges away from Carl as well as Cuckoo. 4 items or whatever that hero needs, and you just start to delete people. But you have to be very, very careful with how you do play around not having a BKB. Your Scepter comes forward here from... Oh! He was halfway through a jump, I believe. Phantom Assassin, you're allowed to do that. You have an attack range. But they're looking for Dreamer Cell as well. Well, it looks like they're looking for Makoto on the backside, but Zephyr's the one that pays the price for it. Kezq, very liberal with that chain pulse. That's a big torrent coming in onto 2 people, but Makoto's got his own BKB. He's turning back around onto the rest of GEEK fam. Carl's going to lose his life first, and they're trying to get onto Whitemon. FBZ's just chasing away Cuckoo, so they're going to be able to catch out onto the Chen. Do their way of stopping the TP? They don't need it because they've got the damage, and they're looking for another one. FBZ, he roared Cuckoo, but Cuckoo took literally no damage. Here for Raven, starting with the Vanguard, so he wants to try and get in and provide his own lockdown for his team.
It's not like an item is even absolutely necessary. He's found a double damage, and they've found Carl.
Yeah, Makoto, he's getting caught out here. He does get the poison over as well as the Gale out on top of him. The Spirit Vessel on top, he's taking a lot of damage. As you said, DD Rune here onto Dreamer Cell. He's going to have to pop a BKB. He has to pop a BKB charge. So we're trying to catch a few more heroes coming into this. So the BKB used, and this is a disengage here. 5 heroes getting stacked up here. If the PA can get on top of this, could be a lot of cleave damage coming in. The torrent comes down, but it doesn't matter. FBZ turns around for the roar, but he dies before it. 80 seconds without a Beastmaster now because he bought back recently. Hyde's getting caught out with the X on top, and this is where PA is going to go to work. Raven has to be very, very careful not to get caught out here. Look at how much damage Dreamer Cell's doing. He's getting on top of Raven, and he's dead. The Hand of God came out way too late there from Whitemon. He's not having a good one today. Cuckoo's trying to get the damage onto Makoto, realizing that there's no BKB for him. And Dreamer Cell getting the open wounds, getting the chase down. Those Monkey King procs are doing a lot of work there for the Lifestealer. Is 9 times out of 10 going to end up in your death.
Yes.
Oh, Moonlight Shadow and a smoke.
That was a really quick Roshan as well, but there's going to be a team fight before it.
They're going to come in here. They do throw out the boat as well, so trying FBZ is getting on top of Kunkka. They'll throw out the Raw, but he's caught between 3 heroes on the side of GEEK fam, and he's going to die. Dreamer Cell and Makoto trying to get rid of the backlines. They're trying to get rid of the rest of GEEK fam here, but they can't get on top of these heroes. X-Mark comes in on Makoto, using that BKB, stops himself for now. Nice Boundless Strike, keeping a few heroes at bay, but this BKB is going to start to wear off. Yeah, you might have an Assault Cuirass, but I don't think it really matters. They're going to come in. Can they focus down the Monkey King? No, he can't. He's turning around. He's killing everybody. And it looks like Dreamer Cell trying to get it on this front side, get rid of some of these heroes. But Raven, he's jumped in. He's jumped into the rest of Boom ID. Can they get rid of him? No, they can't. The 4 stars keeps him alive, and this is where Dreamer Cell starts to run into a few issues. He's getting kited around the 4 stars as well as the Venomancer is doing a lot of work. Raven chunks down another, and they get rid of 4. I thought maybe Makoto was able to stand and fight. No, they've called out Kezq as well. Nice healer getting brought back here with the X marks the spot from Cuckoo. They're going to try and get on top of him. They found him out with the torrent and the Syrian chains. And that's 5-0 there. GEEK fam. That was the team fight that they really needed. Maybe expecting a Roche fight here is GEEK fam. They walk into it themselves. There is a courier as well as a Hawk spotting this out.
PA's 25 as well. They're
going to come in. They do get rid of that Hawk. A big arrow comes down onto Zephyr as well.
Dreamer Cell's infested in Makoto.
Gonna see if they can get themselves into a good position here. If Makoto can get on the trees towards the Roche pit, this could be a good fight for them. Raven is doing a lot of damage here to Roche, and this is an Axe Blessing as well.
They're wanting to go for the steal.
Oh, they're going to try to go on the back, but no, they get rid of the tree! Makoto, he's done, he's stunned, he's dead! They get rid of Makoto on the backside, and Dreamer Cell's the next one on the list. He does abyssal himself up to Whitemon, but it doesn't matter because Raven's killing everyone! He's taken down 2, he's looking for a third one on the side. FBZ getting the TP away with the Ghost Scepter. So they lose their Monkey King and their Lich. Zephyr's looking for another one. Actually, no, he just wants a bounty rune. So Hyde, with that Ghost Scepter, gets himself away for a little bit longer. They're going to try and keep on top of this Morana. Eventually, Raven takes down the Roche, and he gets the Aegis, he gets the cheese, and I'd imagine who's got the Ag's Blessing for this one. Probably just going to give it to the Veno.
At this stage, yeah, pretty handy on the Veno, you'd say. And they're needing to do it again. FBZ, he's on the front lines, trying to get Cuckoo.
Oh, they're trying to find something out of this, but looks like the Halberd coming in onto the life stealer. So Dreamer Cell and Makoto getting into the backside. They've got 4 heroes kind of grouped up here, but there's so much kite coming out here from GEEK fam as well. Raven on the backside, he's getting caught out, getting roared as well. So he's stunned up on the high ground here. Boom. They're trying to get much done on the bottom side, but Raven, he's doing a lot of work. He's getting stunned up quite a lot, but this massive amount of status is doing a lot of work for him. Oh, Makoto gets half his HP chunked down. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you get the Boundless strike down because you're just going to go down. He's dead for 100 seconds. So they lost their life, they've lost their Monkey King, and they're just going to call GG here. So boom, they're going to lose the second game, and GEEK fam coming out on top with this Raven Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, it was always the inevitability, and I'm glad that you listened to my my tips there, Luke.
Spectre, but then Spectre gets binned, so that's the only real thing that I can think of.
You can get out of Sprout, you can... Oh, Monkey King's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that as well.
I just don't know if it's going to be the same type of hyper carry that it is that they need.
Yeah. Can do a lot of work against the Bat Rider and can do a lot of damage as well. So he has to be very, very careful. Looks like we've got a fight towards the bounty route on the top Radiant side. Zephyr gets a nice little swash all the way through here on FBZ. He's getting chased down as well. Whitemon getting on top of it. Raven, finally, with the Boundless Strike, cleans that one up. Whitemon doing the homie move and leaving that for his carry.
I rate this from Boom. I think it's something that they needed to do. They used the press the attack onto the siege creep, realizing that they just need to create a whole lot more pressure on this top side of the map, deny a lot away from GEEK fam, but FBZ, he might go down again. Oh,
FBZ. It seems to be the story of this series. Unfortunately for him, he keeps getting caught out time and time again.
Towards on the Radiant side.
Yeah, Dreamer Cell's just farming this ancient camp in a nice little safe position. They're going to go on top of Dreamer Cell here. They're going to be able to burst down the Lone Druid. No, he gets the roar off and finally does get the true form off as well. So he's quite tanky now. Turning back around. Raven's taking a lot of damage. The duel comes down. FBZ turns that one back around. Whitemon, it looked like Boom were ready for that one. He's going to try and look for a kill.
I think they were in range for that for a vision when they used that smoke. So Cuckoo, he should be able to get away. He's already got the Firefly popped, he's got the Faded Brooch, the Boots of Travel, and the Windlace. Good luck catching 500 move speed.
Oh, that is so much damage coming out there onto Hyde. He has to throw a remnant all the way up, but he has no mana left on the other side. So they're going to be able to take down Kezcute. No, the Hand of God keeps him alive for a little bit longer. They miss the Swashbuckle, but it doesn't matter because Raven's here as well on the Monkey King. So the rest of GEEK fam are turning back around. This is a haste rune onto Carl as well. So they're going to be able to take down Hyde. He tries to use the Sleight of Fist to dodge a little bit of the damage, but it doesn't matter.
This oh no, they're gonna go as well. Oh no, should just get away.
Yeah, it seems like Makoto does just live in the fountain, so
that means might be a big mistake though. Roshan, it's takeable right now from Boom. They've used a lot of cooldowns.
Yeah, they're coming back in. Hyde's on the front line as well. Out comes the Ignite, doing a lot of damage. Hand of God, keeping everybody a little bit more healthy. Hyde has to be careful. They've got Dreamer Cell respawning as well. Not all too much HP left here onto the Roshan. FBZ is coming forward. He wants to throw out the duel onto Whitemon. Looks like he isn't able to get it here, and they do so much damage. They take down FBZ. So yeah, you might have Dreamer Cell coming back into this, but you don't have your Legion Commander. No way of dealing with a Flaming Lasso. No way of locking down this Queen of Pain.
I suppose feeling that they can't take it quickly enough. Maybe they could wait until LC's back up online.
Well, they're walking in here with a lot of creeps coming out here from KEZQ. They're going to try and get these stuns out, but it doesn't matter because Zephyr's doing that Rolling Thunder all the way through. They've taken down the Chen early on here. Carl comes in with the tips as well. He's going to be able to take down another. They found out Makoto on the backside. They've got the Nature's Prophet with the Flaming Lasso. He's going to go down. That's 3 dead already. GEEK fam opening up the Roshan for themselves, opening up a net worth lead as well.
And as well, this Nature's Prophet. He's picked up the BKB for himself, so that's a nice little bonus, but will it be enough to save them in this team fight? Probably not, you would think.
Oh, they found out the Chen here. KEZQ, he's going to lose his life there to Raven. BKB or not, doesn't matter. Carl's coming forward. Hein did try and dodge the dagger, but unfortunately he didn't. Carl's just going to go onto the high ground here, feeling quite confident with his Queen of Pain. They do get the Orchid coming out as well, the Sonic Wave, and the screens coming in as well. The inside of the base. GEEK fam say, we don't care where we are. We want to fight you, and we want to send Boom down to the lower bracket. And that looks like that's what they're doing right now. Dreamer Cell is going to lose his life. He's going to lose his base as well. He does have buyout, but I don't think it matters. Does have his bear off cooldown as well. They're going to try and get rid of Makoto, who has to TP back into his fountain. Was it his craggy coat, or was it an enemy craggy coat?
We will see when he sends it back. He stands underneath all of these creeps.
Oh, it doesn't matter because they've called out Dreamer Cell. They don't need to worry about extra neutral items because they've got an extra hero kill. That's 60 seconds on the sideline without a lone druid, and he's dead. Same with FBZ. KEZQ walks himself in, and this seems like it's going to be game over. GEEK fam finding the fight that they would like. Dreamer Cell calls it in allied chat, but KEZQ calls it in all chat, and that will be a 2-1 victory here for GEEK fam up against Boom ID. They move themselves into the grand final. Boom move themselves into the lower bracket where they will await either Fnatic or Neon Esports, the winner of our next series. But Matt,